Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Zero Spike back again once again. Today we're here for Kamen Gotchard episode 8. And in this episode we get Sabo Needle back, and we got the epic conclusion and also a little bit of lore building, a little bit of more pushing the overall lore that we got going on again, and talking about Kudo's dad and more of them collecting this malice in this flask. Now we still haven't seen what this flask looks like. I want to know what this like. I want to see the malice and the darkness going inside of the flask, but we haven't seen that yet. Like, they're talking about, hey, we're gathering a lot of malice and darkness and stuff like that, but to open the dark door. But we haven't seen it. We haven't seen the thing going in the thing to make the thing so they can open the thing. Like, where the thing at? Showing the thing going in the thing. I'm gonna stop. But this episode got an introduction to a new form in this episode, 2 new Kimmies, well, technically 3 more Kimmies, and like the also like the foreshadowing to another Kimmy that was so cute. A lot of the Kimmies are really cute. Like, it's just a lot of Pokemon action going on, like a lot of Pokemon. And this Kimmy that we saw one of the sisters use was like, man, get this thing away from her. It was so sad. But we did see that we get more little backstory on Riku and the fact that his dad makes him study a lot. He doesn't have a lot of friends and stuff like that, and then he wants friends and he wants that stuff, because in this episode he starts actually being a little bit more honest with himself, and he wants, he wants friends. He wants a break from school and stuff like that. And in this episode, he's actually able to talk to his dad. His dad's able to, make that happen for him. But yeah, we got introduced to a new form. It's purple and gold, and we end up using this form. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do much. Like, it's like the other form that we got before when they were in like the little makeshift like the illusion anthill place, but it doesn't do nothing but make some bubbles. Like, it didn't really do anything but make some bubbles and make the dragonfly Malcolm like dizzy in the air and stuff like that. But yeah, it didn't do anything. He just finished him off with Needlehawk, and rightfully so, because that form didn't get to do much in the last episode. So maybe this form that we got today, well, this episode will be able to like do something actually. But yeah, we see Spanner. He does fight one of the abyssal the abyssal sister for this episode, and he's like, nah, I'm not gonna tell you anything. He's like, what are your true goals? Like, what do you want to do? He's like, nah, I'm not telling you. I'm not here to idle chats and stuff. He actually almost defeats her, and she does like use the Kimmy that she captured, that Kimmy she had on her. She does use it, but she doesn't really do much. I mean, she fights Spanner. That's pretty much it. But other than that, like, she stopped Ichinose's fight for a little while and things like that. But yeah, they were able to locate Ichinose because they lost contact with him and stuff. And we see that Ichinose and Riku did use like the Sabo phone Kimmy to help find where Sabo Needle was. Sama phone. Yeah, they ended up using that one. And I'm like, this thing is loud. Samo phone is it's so loud. And it's so clunky too. Like, a lot of writers be having like the clunkiest, biggest phones. Like, their phones be huge, like they're holding a brick to the freaking head. Like, this thing was huge. Like, I couldn't imagine you walking around with this thing, especially consider how loud it is. It's cute, but it's so loud. And it has to say everything it's thinking. And but yeah, we see Spanner does help. When he did help out, he only helped out because of as a little favor to Kudo and stuff. Like, he liked her speech about the whole thing of, hey, I don't agree with anything that Ichinose is really doing, but I don't want those people like messing with people's lives and stuff. And this is all coming off the conversation that she had with the littlest abyssal sister. Her name was Archipald. I can't pronounce it. But yeah, she talks to her and she says that, hey, if I told you that your dad was alive, would you believe me? And she was like, is he alive? He's like, nah, you just gotta play a game with me and stuff. He's like, nah, I want to do that. And we see that she has like the ability to like control people, like control humans and stuff. And yeah, apparently, so we all know. I feel like a lot of us know that this guy, her father, is like alive. Like I don't think he would have went out just like that. Because considering the atmosphere and the tone of this season, I don't think people are gonna be like getting offed like that. Especially in the very beginning, like he was only in one episode. Well, technically, like flashback wise, but I know we know your homeboy's alive, but yeah, like I kind of want to see like maybe some more foreshadowing to like the actual lore and stuff that they got going on. It seems like the only person that's really giving a duck about what the Abyssal Sisters actually are really doing and actually talking about it is Kuragane, and he's the only one that like kind of looking into it. But I feel like the others, they kind of can't look into it all that much because they're too busy, getting kimmies. Like they're too busy like gathering kimmies and getting their grades and stuff, because they are students at the end of the day, and they do put more of that little school aspect into this episode too, to talk about the grades and stuff like that. And then when we see that Ichinose does end up defeating Riku's dad, he does, like, they have him and Riku have the heart-to-heart talk and stuff like that, and we see that Riku gives them a Sabo needle, and he says to take care of Sabo needle for me. And you see that Sabo needle was able to actually grow like a flower because of the bond that he had with Riku. So he ended up taking that flower and giving it to Riku. And I think Minato ended up, well, it seems like it, but he erased the dad and Riku's memories. So, erasing his memories, but he still remembered like Ichinose and everybody else, and they start playing a game together in the end. So it's like you're supposed, like, when you erase his memories, it's like, come on, like what it didn't seem like he erased anything, because he still was talking to them like nothing had, like the kid was like, Riku was still talking to them like nothing happened. So I don't get that. I don't get it. But still, he kind of let Minato let Ichinose off, like he let him off a little bit, because we still was able to capture a Kimi, like still able to capture a new Kimi and add it to the the collection and stuff, the main mission. So he kind of was like, all right, cool, but he still like but the ring glowed. I don't know, but yeah, this episode was very straightforward, very like, monster of the week ish. Even though this was a part 2 to the last one, it's still like everything is all right. But the main plot and the main like plan of the Abyssal Sisters is like still kind of being pushed forward. Like they said that, oh well, he was amalgam for long enough. So the longer you are amalgam, the more malice gets put into the flash that we still haven't seen. But yeah, and she says that like the preparations are like complete and everything's complete now, so they're done. Like I felt like it would have took a lot longer for that. I mean, how long was this guy amalgam? Like it just seems like we kind of rushing through this, because it's like, okay, well, now what? We still haven't seen your boss. Like we still haven't seen this dark master that they are supposedly serving. So maybe more. It'll pan out. I'm gonna let the story unfold and try not to be so nitpicky and like, but at the same time, these questions need to be answered, and I still want to see this freaking flask. But yeah, the episode was cool. It was fine. Very, like I said before, just very monster of the weekish. Kind of nice to see the world that Ichinose wants to have, like where Kimis and people can live together and stuff like that. And when you say Akudo, it's kind of like she's for it, but she's also kind of not for it, because the whole Kimis obstructing the natural laws of things, and they're not really supposed to exist alongside people and in this world and things like that. But hey, it's whatever at this point. But yeah, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this episode of Kamen Rider Gotchard. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. And remember, stay henshined.